When they announced Spider-Man way back in 2002, I was as excited as a pre-teen girl fawning over Justin Bieber. Coming out at a time where the only other successful superhero movie was X-Men, producers were taking a huge leap of faith. Luckily, it paid off, mostly. The writing for Spider-Man is interesting to say the least. It traces the very nerdy Peter Parker I grew up with, the one without the web shooters, the good one. Peter is your stereotypical nerd who is constantly picked on, can't land the girl of his dreams, and is completely antisocial. This all changes, however, when Peter's bitten by a radioactive spider that gives him special abilities. That's not far-fetched. He's strong, fast, can sense danger, climb walls, and shoot web on command, thanks to his transformed DNA. Peter abuses his power until a life-altering event changes everything for him. It's then that Peter learns through Uncle Ben's greatest lesson. With great power comes great responsibility. What drew me to the story is how close to the comics it feels. Well, the good comics anyway. Although his generic stereotype doesn't transfer well, everything else does. He's entertaining, fast-paced, and generally keeps you immersed throughout. Sam Raimi's direction is also spot on. It feels just like the comic it's based on. It also feels focused, as Peter gets a lot of screen time to develop his character. It's just unfortunate that the other characters don't get the chance to do the same. The dialogue. This is by far the worst feature that Spider-Man has. Most of the lines are too on the nose, and it distracts you from what's great about the movie. Everyone says exactly what's on their minds, and this doesn't happen in real life. My God, Zack could lose some weight. You see why we don't say this stuff out loud? The acting's not the best either. Tobey Maguire is okay as Spider-Man, but his poor delivery and monotone voice just don't fit Peter Parker. Kirsten Dunst was the absolute worst choice for Mary Jane. Was the casting director high? Kirsten doesn't even fit the character slightly. Every time she was on screen, I found myself staring at something on my wall because it was more interesting. Thank God walls don't have snaggle teeth. There's little chemistry between her and Tobey Maguire as well. Thankfully, Willem Dafoe and James Franco almost pulled off the dialogue. Both are great actors who work with mediocre material. Dafoe's costume for the Green Goblin also didn't fit. At least Spider-Man's costume was spot on. The special effects are surprisingly good. An explosion looks like an explosion. Characters look like they're falling, and Spider-Man really seems like he's shooting web from his hand. As expected, some of the CGI feels dated, but some of it still holds up really well. Also of note is Danny Elfman's score. It feels epic, as it should, and there's even a nod to fans from the old classic TV show, as a street performer plays a version of the classic theme song. Generally, the music often surpasses the rest of the movie itself. Unfortunately, the audio isn't balanced. The score is too loud on the Blu-ray, while the characters speaking usually do so quietly. I didn't care too much though. All I was missing was a boring speech from Peter as he mumbles about his feelings.
Why'd you have sex with my best friend?
The visuals, on the other hand, are top-notch. The reason the special effects hold up so well is because of the HD upgrade. Seeing this when I was 11, Spider-Man was an epic experience. Thankfully, today it still is. Despite some rough spots, it's definitely a movie worth buying. Spider-Man gets a 7 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, be sure to share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Google. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. I'm Kyle from Battlefront Productions. Until next time.